Today, besides we are talking about the types of content you can exchange for emails, we also talk about the top mistakes that people actually do when they are collecting their emails. Hello everyone, Cyancong here again to talk about business and video marketing tips and nuggets every week. Before you create a content, you need to know why you should create in exchange for your emails. If you notice, if you go and track around on people's email list, you will notice that they actually give value first before getting information out from your consumers. And this is important. It's just like going to the party and just randomly go to a stranger and ask for their number. It doesn't make sense because who would want to give their valuable information like your phone number and email without having some sort of compensation or giving some sort of value in exchange? So same things apply to email lists. You need to kind of have some sort of exchange of content before you get their email. So now we get the why out of the way, we will go straight to how. The first one, personally, is my favorite, is blueprints. Because I'm a video marketing specialist, I usually have some sort of like a battle plan with my clients, and I would like to use that in exchange with people's emails. Inside this blueprint, we have the step-by-step process that I have with my clients, and that really helped them to digest and understand the process of creating a video and not just creating for the sake of creating. And talking about my email list, of course, you could subscribe in the description down below at the bottom, or I pop the QR code here. Well, this QR code is right here. I'll just continue to say, just make sure that your samples or your blueprint or some sort of layout like be able to solve a certain issue or certain criteria for them or solve some pain points. If you navigate based on that, you could actually let your customers better understand and they will be more willing to exchange for their emails. And of course, talking about the blueprint, please comment down below what is your kind of blueprint that could help your clients, that could solve their problems. And the next content that you could exchange for their emails is business reports or marketing trends or some sort of like a business trend, because with that, it's actually valuable because it's basically like business insight or marketing insights for 2020 or 2021 in future. You are giving them value in terms of information. So this type of information is valuable because you are giving experts' opinion that your consumers or your clients might find you valuable, and then they will give you their email address. It's basically giving them like a Pandora box to see their future or to see their own business model that could change and give them secrets that they might not even know. So that gives them value, instant value. The next one is my favorite because it is a mini series or a mini course that you can offer in exchange for email. Because of course consumers will feel like, oh, it's a free stuff and they could literally learn stuff from there, and it's more personable because you are creating some sort of video connection that could face-to-face teach them valuable knowledge that they could receive. And the extra effort that you do for videos definitely can connect with your potential clients. But you must be thinking,
wow, Cyancong, very long leh. Video must create from scratch and everything.
Hours and hours just to create one video, just to exchange for email address.
No need to worry because you might think that it's a very long process, but no! The good news about this kind of videos, it doesn't have to be long. I think a mini video series can be 10 minutes long, it can be 15 minutes long, it doesn't have to be an hour long. In fact, the good news is if you can do this, you can sort of like test the market and see what people actually bites. And from there you know, okay, this could be a good bit that could scale up to a bigger course or something. So we finished the contents that you could use to exchange for emails. Now we go to the top mistakes. Number 1 is definitely the mistake of not posting on the landing page. I'm personally an advocate for landing page because it's clear-cut, it's niche, it's sharp enough for clients to know exactly why the email list is there. A lot of people want to put their opt-in sheet or their sign-up sheet on their website, and with so many things that's around your website, it's very confusing if you want to collect the email for a specific reason. Of course, you don't collect emails for the sake of collecting emails, but you need to know like what exactly the person is signing up for. Because you don't want to kind of end up having them all clustered into one bundle or email address and just spam them with different things that they might not know they are signing up for, and that might confuse them. So my suggestion is definitely posting on some sort of landing page or a group page that is very specific for the key message of the group or the landing page. Mistake number 2 is definitely not sharp enough content for people to actually be convinced to sign up for your email list. you'll notice that sometimes they just want to ask for email for the sake of asking email, but they don't give the enough or valuable content because what you think that is valuable to someone might not be valuable to them. So you must think from their perspective. What could you offer that they would benefit rather than you be benefited? So you have to understand from a consumer perspective. This is very important because a lot of us as creators or business owners, we think what is best for our consumers, but they might think that, hey, they're just doing some sort of gimmicky sales ad to trap you into this particular email group or some sort of like a Facebook group. But you need to kind of explain to them what is for them. And the best part about this kind of PDF blueprint doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be like those master architect stuff that you do and must have fancy, graphics and motion graphics. But it doesn't have to be that way. I'm not a designer, I'm just a videographer, company owner. So what I do is literally just type out what I usually do, step-by-step process. And that is far more valuable than having some fancy gimmick of a graphic poster and stuff. But of course, if you are good enough, then you want to create your own or you want to hire someone to do so, please do, because the aesthetic does matter, but it doesn't matter as much as long as your value is there. And next week, I'm talking about how to build your email list on Facebook itself, because I know I'm also one of them where I'm trying to see how I can harvest from different platforms, and Facebook seems to be one of the biggest channels that I could tap on, and I will go through that with you. And of course, if you want to check last week's episode about how to repurpose your content using blog, this is the one you should see. And of course, here for the past few weeks of episodes of video marketing content. And if you are watching right until now, please like and subscribe to this channel. As you can see, it's right here. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Ooh.